Stocks discussed on Phil's Gang are not in any way a recommendation or solicitation to buy, sell, or hold. If considering acting on information presented, we first recommend you seek out a competent, licensed professional for advice. Get ready for the radio show that tells you what Wall Street doesn't want you to know.
Oh, I'm a money magnet. Money's coming to me. Money sets me free. I'm a money magnet. Money's coming to me.
It's your daily dose of how to manage your money. And now it's time for Phil's Gang on the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. With your host, Phil Grande.
Our tax plan is aimed at making sure we give middle-class Americans a tax cut. I cannot guarantee that.
Lie, lie, lie. Lie, 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 lie.
He can't guarantee that. That's Cohen. He's the architect of this great tax savings plan, and yet he can't guarantee it. Because the middle class, you're going to benefit very little. No matter what the tax cut you go, they can cut taxes for you from 39% down to 25%, down to 20%. Doesn't matter, because Cohen's taking away your exemptions. And when he takes away your exemptions, eliminating many of the exemptions, I should say, states like New York, New Jersey, Ohio, Illinois, it's on and on and on, most all states, you're going to make a lot less. It doesn't benefit you. Once they eliminate those exemptions, and you live in those states like New York, you gain nothing from this tax cut. Welcome to Phil's Gang, coast to coast around the country, off the Wall Street Radio Network. You know, we've been listening about this tax cut, and it's this tax cut that keeps the market going. That's right. They are trading in the promise of this tax cut, just like they're trading in the promise to repeal and replace Obamacare. This tax cut will never fly. First of all, they're not going to get 60 votes. That'll never happen. But the tax cut is a lie. It's a total lie. It doesn't help the middle class at all. It really helps just the very wealthy. I mean, just look at any portion of this tax cut. It goes right to the wealthy from the death tax. And that's great. I am so glad they're getting rid of the death tax, which involves, by the way, only about 545 million people, or 545 people, I should say. But none of this tax cut is going to benefit you. I have to laugh about tax cuts. Why don't we get to the crises? It's not the lack of tax cuts why we are in a retirement crisis. That's right. It's not tax cuts have nothing to do with creating, good jobs. I mean, that's all I keep hearing. Tax cuts are going to create good jobs. That's what Cohen says. Going to create good jobs. No, it doesn't. Why do we have 41.2% of American workers making less than $10 an hour? Which, by the way, creates an income below poverty line. Meanwhile, the top 1% of workers earn more income than the bottom 40% of workers. Let's talk about who contributes. $800 billion of the $1.5 trillion collected in federal income tax comes from 4% of the population, or 6% of the 150 million taxpayers who filed tax returns. Pay 60% of the tax. The bottom 110 million taxpayers, 75%, paid less than 5% of their income tax. And take half of Americans pay no income tax at all. But they do pay a lot of payroll tax. And that payroll tax we talked about yesterday, that's what they should attack. They should go after the payroll tax. They really want to help the middle class. That's where they can help. Not with these stupid tax cuts. It's not going to benefit them. It would benefit this country if they cut the payroll tax immediately. Do you remember when Obama cut the payroll tax from 6% to 2%? He left it that way for, 2-3 months? And how the economy started to grow? And then he cut it back again? He should have left it. When you take money, for someone's labor, and you take money from his labor, you punish him. That's ridiculous. Let them take that money and let them go out and consume with that money. That will grow the economy much faster than any tax cut for the middle class. It's a joke. And think about it. If it's the tax cut that's put us in this trouble, then think about it. The number of workers over 65 have grown to 25% in the past 10 years. Think about that. Most of that job growth has come from service jobs. This has nothing to do with tax cuts. Tax cuts are not going to fix that. What's going to fix that is if you got to put something in the law. You got to take the stock buybacks and make it illegal. You got to get these CEOs an incentive to put their money back into the company. The idea you're going to cut, I have to laugh, they're going to cut regulations, they're going to cut taxes, and that's going to be the incentive for them to put money back into their companies. No, it isn't. They're far better off taking the company, taking the money, instead of putting into the company, put in their own pocket through stock buybacks. This tax cut's not going to get passed, but even if it did, it wouldn't work. To retire today, you need 10 times your final working year's annual salary. 35 million Americans, because they don't have a good salary, only pay the minimum every month on their credit card. That's terrible. 35 million Americans pay just minimum every month. Do you think that's because they haven't been getting a tax cut? That's not the problem. It's not the tax cuts. We got to get away from these lousy waitress, bartending, service jobs. 185 million of these, 185,000 each month. We got to break that. That's taking this economy down. We got to get back to construction jobs, $38 an hour construction jobs, manufacturing jobs, drilling, mining jobs. We never can get there because when you have an economy that sucks and only the 1 percentile are benefiting through the whole economy, it's not going to work. You've got to get people back to good jobs. And the only way you're going to get them from being bartenders and waitresses and healthcare givers that are paying $12 an hour up to a $38 an hour job, corporations, you got to stop the stock buybacks. To say you're going to give them an incentive, you're going to cut regulations, and you're going to give them big tax breaks, they're not going to. It doesn't matter to them. They're not going to plow their money back into these companies. 35 million Americans are just paying minimum wage on their credit cards. That's crazy. Minimum payments on their credit card. Workers don't contribute to their 401k plans. Most workers don't contribute to their 401k plan. And they don't have the money. And first of all, most of them in these 401k plans have no idea what the risk is to be in a 401k plan. A 401k plan, you would feel better that somebody came into your house in the middle of the night with a mask and a gun. You'd feel much better than having somebody come to your house and sell you a 401k plan. At least the guy that comes in the house with a mask and a gun, he's taking a risk. The guy that sells you an annuity or a 401k plan, he takes no risk. None. Zero. Oh, and what about this other big lie? That Americans must get out and spend to grow the economy. We'll talk about that lie and stocks when we get back. Phil's Gang. Join my gang.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy at philsgang.com. We're offering the most powerful stock charts available on the market. The Max Vest 1000 charts. Now, the difference between these charts and all the other charts is this follows the money. Yes, it gives you a buy-sell signal. I know you're going to say, well, they all do. No, not true. The difference with the MaxVest is they follow the important money, the hedge funds, the biggest banks, the 401ks, the pension fund managers. That's the big difference. They're not following the emotion. That's what most charts do. They follow the money. That's what MaxVest does, follows the money. Check it out. Join my gang, philsgang.com. Oh, and the chart is low as $19.95 a month. For more information, just go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-GANG. We will see you on the charts.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-4264, 877-600-4264, 877-600-4264. philsgang.com. What are people saying?
I've been in the financial business myself about 24 years. Very much enjoy the software program for the charts.
I love the new MV charts on Phil's software, and I'm making profits using them.
Complete guidance and professional education for investors who want to succeed in the stock market.
I love your new MV1, making lots of profits.
I love the chart. You know, I'm limited with time. Real good as far as just looking at whatever ticker tells me right away.
I've always enjoyed Phil's straightforwardness and talk about what's really going on.
The new MV1 and MV2 charting software. I particularly like the pre- and post-market candlesticks.
You guys have always been great on the service side. I can't say enough about the service side.
Don't wait. Sign up for Phil's Gang today. Give us a call at 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy of Phil's Gang. I got a great opportunity for those people who are disgusted with the market, who don't have time to learn. What you do is follow me in the exchange-traded fund that I'm invested in. Every day you go to my site and you can see exactly what I am doing with my investment, and you can mimic me. Nobody else dares do that. Join the gang, philsgang.com.
For more information, go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Did you know the stock market is up over 250% in the past 8 years? And some financial experts say we're only in the 8th year of a 20-year bull market. But what if the market takes a downturn? What will happen to your 401k? What will happen to your retirement nest egg? You remember 2008-2009 when your 401k dropped big time. Americans lost over $2.4 trillion, or over 25% of their investments. At philsgang.com, we teach you to keep your investments and to secure your financial future. With philsgang.com, you'll learn how to understand to invest in the stock market and how to keep the profits you work so hard for. Avoid the financial pain. Don't be exposed to losing your retirement nest egg. Take control and secure your investments with philsgang.com. Don't hesitate. Learn, invest, and make profits with philsgang.com. For more information, simply go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Again, 877-600-4264.
Okay, ladies, this message is for you because you invest so much into your professional careers, your organizations, your children. It's time to invest in yourself and secure your financial future in the stock market. And you can do that with philsgang.com. You'll learn when to buy and sell short stocks and when to take profits now that you've taken care of everyone else. Isn't it time to secure your financial future? Go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-4264. 877-600-4264.
They offer a free weekend seminar class. They put big dazzling names with their programs. But are they really just offering a sales pitch? At philsgang.com, we are the leader in teaching, informing, and helping members understand stock charting, investing in the stock market, and making true profits. With over 40 years of investing experience, only Phil Grandy and the philsgang.com team provides daily live investing webinars, up-to-the-minute market updates, all the investing educational videos you could imagine. Plus, the philsgang.com friendly customer support team is available when you need us most. Why pay thousands of dollars for a weekend seminar when for only $39.95 a month, philsgang.com provides all the daily market investing information you need to make profits in the stock market? Don't hesitate. Learn, invest, and make profits with philsgang.com. For more information, simply go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Again, 877-600-4264. Welcome back. Learn, invest, and make profits with Phil Grandy. Simply go to philsgang.com. Now, here's Phil.
If we allow a family to keep another $1,000 of their income, what does that mean? They can renovate their kitchen. They can buy a new. They can buy a new car.
There's Cohen telling us, boy, if we do this tax cut, you're going to save $1,000. Go out and buy a new car. Go renovate your kitchen for $1,000. But forget the 1,000. I know that's silly. That's silly. That's stupid what he's saying. But let's get past. Let's get beyond this big lie that it's you know how they always measure the economy, the GDP, how well we're growing? It's always based on consumer spending, that nearly 70% of our GDP economic growth is based on consumer spending. No, it's not. That's a joke. Go out and spend, we were told. Remember Bush told us go spend? I mean, how stupid was that?
And I encourage you all to go shopping more.
Go shop more. Because 70% of our GDP growth is based on consumer spending. It's not. It's a lie. Our economic health of this country is measured by the net worth of families, not consumer spending. That's the dumbest thing they ever came up with. But it sounds good. To get you to go out and spend. Go spend, they tell you. What are you, nuts? Spend what? That's why people with credit cards are in debt. They go spend on stuff they don't need. The economy, doesn't grow on you spending. The economy grows when we take companies' profits. For the last 8 years, companies have averaged each year about $6 trillion in profits. Each year. Now, the way they got the profits, we're not going to talk about. Doesn't matter. We know the way they got the profits wasn't through, going out and coming up with creative ideas, opening up new markets. No, they cheated. But growth, if you're going to have good economic growth, you got to keep putting money back into the people. You got to put the money back into these companies. You got to help the labor make money, help them have a good living. As long as companies partner with their workers, and that's what we haven't had for the last 10 years. Companies are not partnering with their workers. The companies, the CEOs, are on their own. They're making 375 times what their workers are making. It's ridiculous. You can't grow an economy when the CEOs are looking out for themselves and the 1%, the big major shareholders, are looking out for themselves. And everything is done at that company is to help only the CEO and the big shareholders. No value goes to the company. No value goes to the worker, just the CEO and the big shareholders. And that's why we can't grow this economy. What a joke. They came out and said, well, the economy is 3.1%. That's not sustainable. At the end of the year, it's not going to be 3.1%. That's impossible to be at 3.1%. It won't work. Everything has got to get back on keel here. Everybody's got to start. Forget these tax cuts. It'd be nice if they took the payroll tax. Now we could get somewhere. Now you could grow the economy. Stop taxing labor. It's unbelievable. Before you can save for retirement, you got to get out of that credit card debt prison. That's killing you. And you can. It's easy. It's just as easy as dropping 20 pounds. To drop 20 pounds is pretty easy, isn't it? All you got to do is keep that hole between your chin and nose closed and spit out anything that tastes good. It's easy to do. And it's no harder in dropping the weight off your debt. You've got to get out of that credit card debt prison. You just simply stop buying things you don't need. And stop replacing items that you don't need to replace. Start going to community colleges instead of these big high-priced schools. See, See, go to a trade school. See, this is how the economy will grow. It has nothing to do with tax cuts. This whole thing with tax cuts is just a bunch of baloney. More than 56% of all workers don't even know how much they need to save for retirement. Nobody's ever told them. And that's why 36% of workers, they have less than $1,000 in savings for retirement. How sad is that? 5 out of 7 workers have no idea how much they need to save. This is crazy. This is nuts. And you really think about it. This tax cut is not going to do a thing. It's only going to help the big boys. It's only going to help the big boys. The death tax, that's going to help about 545 people. The cut in tax from 35 to 20% for corporations, you think that's going to really trickle down where you're going to get an increase in pay? You really think that a corporation, now that he's going to cut taxes from 35 to 20%, that's going to create better wages? You're not going to see a penny of that savings. Not. Because every aspect of the tax plan that Goldman Sachs alumni, Cohen, has outlined is a huge windfall for the wealthiest Americans. Not the middle-class Americans. He's going to give you $1,000, he says, to start remodeling your whole kitchen. I'd like to see your kitchen for $1,000. He's nuts. See, debt is what kills the economies. And right now, they can give you all the tax cuts they want. It's not going to fix the economy. It's not going to grow the economy. When you have debt, and you have a debt right now of $450 billion a year. Now, as we're spending $450 billion a year more than we take in, that's insane. Now what they're going to do is add to that more debt. It's going to bring it up to $630 billion a year. More debt. How are you going to? You can't grow with debt. And then the interest that we're going to pay on that new debt is going to go from $270 billion to $320 billion with no income to offset it. This is crazy. We'll be right back. We're going to take a look at some stocks. What stock can we make money with?
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG. Celebrating 18 years as the leader in investing and trading education.
Following your system has been fantastic.
Yeah, I really appreciate the work you do. You're really an inspiration.
Well, all of the tools you put together for us have just given us so much confidence.
I have learned so much. It is absolutely incredible.
And you're really one of the best I've ever heard. I've been with you for about a month and a half now, and I'm already up 7%.
Financial education is, in many respects, the most important education you can get, and that's what they're getting from your show.
You guys have always been great on the service side.
I have so much more confidence than when I'm in my trading.
Phil, keep up the good work. I love the chart.
I've been in this business for 45 years, and you are the best.
And I've been following you, I guess, about 9 months right now, and you've just done a great job.
Listen to Phil, join the gang, and you'll never regret it.
If you're serious about securing your financial future, then contact philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG. 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264. Celebrating 18 years as the leader in investing and trading education.
Following your system has been fantastic.
Yeah, I really appreciate the work you do. You're really an inspiration.
I have learned so much.
And you're really one of the best I've ever heard. I've been with you for about a month and a half now, and I'm already up 7%.
Financial education is, in many respects, the most important education you can get, and that's what they're getting from your show.
You guys have always been great on the service side.
I have so much more confidence than when I'm in my trading.
Phil, keep up the good work.
I've been in this business for 45 years, and you are the best.
And I've been following you, I guess, about 9 months right now, and you've just done a great job.
Join the gang, and you'll never regret it.
If you're serious about securing your financial future, then contact philsgang.com or give them a call, 877-600-4264. Wouldn't it be nice if someone told you when to buy and sell stocks? Well, there is. The Phil's Gang MaxVest 1000 stock charts actually tell you when to buy or sell stocks. Go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG, 877-600-4264. No sales pitches, no boring seminars, no spaghetti dinners. At philsgang.com, we teach you technical analysis, how to read stock charts, and ultimately how to make money in the stock market. For only $39.95 a month or as little as $1.30 a day, you too can master investing in the stock market. philsgang.com provides daily live investing webinars, up-to-the-minute market updates, plus friendly customer support. Go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Wouldn't it be nice if someone told you when to buy and sell stocks? Well, there is. The Philsgang MaxVest 1000 stock charts actually tell you when to buy or sell stocks. Go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. 877-600-4264. Celebrating 18 years as the leader in investing and trading education.
Following your system has been fantastic.
Yeah, I really appreciate the work you do. You're really an inspiration.
I have learned so much.
You're really one of the best I've ever heard. I've been with you for about a month and a half now, and I'm already up 7%.
Financial education is, in many respects, the most important education you can get, and that's what they're getting from your show.
You guys have always been great on the service side.
I have so much more confidence in when I'm in my trading.
Phil, keep up the good work. I've been in this business for 45 years, and you are the best.
And I've been following you, I guess, about 9 months right now, and you've just done a great job. Join the gang, and you'll never regret it.
If you're serious about securing your financial future, then contact philsgang.com or give them a call, 877-600-4264.
So, what is love? Love is being independent. Love is dancing. At Shriners Hospital for Children, love is a new smile.
At Shriners Hospitals for Children, love is caring for a child regardless of the family's ability to pay. Learn how you can send your love to the rescue at lovetotherescue.org.
They offer a free weekend seminar class. They put big dazzling names with their programs. But are they really just offering a sales pitch? At philsgang.com, we are the leader in teaching, informing, and helping members understand stock charting, investing in the stock market, and making true profits. With over 40 years of investing experience, only Phil Grandy and the philsgang.com team provides daily live investing webinars, up-to-the-minute market updates, all the investing educational videos you could imagine. Plus, the philsgang.com friendly customer support team is available when you need us most. Why pay thousands of dollars for a weekend seminar when for only $39.95 a month, philsgang.com provides all the daily market investing information you need to make profits in the stock market? Don't hesitate. Learn, invest, and make profits with philsgang.com. For more information, simply go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Again, 877-600-4264. Welcome back. Learn, invest, and make profits with Phil Grandy. Simply go to philsgang.com. Now, here's Phil.
Well, this is a market that's looking at the fundamentals, and in terms of how far it can go, it can continue to deliver gains so long as the economy here remains in expansion mode. Consumers here remain at or near full employment with wages rising. So long as the U.S.
Wages rising? They've been up 1% and down 1% for 10 years. Consumers not driving a thing. Consumers not driving this economy. Not at all. See, people are looking at the stock market like it's the economy, because the economy's been at 2% for 8 years. It hasn't gone up at all. Wages haven't gone. So what's he talking about? He's trying to make you think that the stock market, because the stock market's up over 260%, he wants you to think the stock market's the economy. Because if he talks about GDP, the economy hasn't grown. It's been 2%. So how can he say it's grown? But see, they make you think that the economy, that the stock market is the economy, and it's not the economy. They also know the tax cuts, the tax cut that they're going to drop from 35% to 20%, not a nickel, not a penny, none of that's going to benefit you. Not you, not a penny. And they also know that the cut that they're going to cut for the regular guy, the regular person on the street, from 35% down to 25%, you're not going to get a penny of that either, because you're losing all your exemptions. So that's gone. You're not going to benefit from corporate cuts. You're not going to benefit from any of that. You're not going to benefit from your job because you can't get a good job. All the jobs suck. But this is all planned that way. See, the debt that keeps going up, the debt that keeps piling up, starting with Clinton at $11 trillion. Now we're going to end up with Trump at $33 trillion. You go from 11 to 33 trillion, from Clinton to Trump. There is no way that debt can grow. When you have that kind of debt, it's impossible to grow the economy. So their job is to make sure they grow the stock market. And you're out of the stock market. You ran to bonds. The stock market's going to be fantastic. They're going to double the stock market again because they really know you believe that the stock market's the economy. Listen to this idiot, what he's saying.
What I'm saying is I think that the market is doing well because the economy is sound, and the economy is sound for many reasons.
Oh, really? It's sound for many reasons? Where? Where's it sound?
You know, I do think that the economy supports the level of the market today.
Oh, really? Supports the level? The economy doesn't support the level. What supports the stock market, when the stock market's hitting 22,000 from 11 to 22,000, it's not the economy. It's not somebody going out buying some sneakers. Are you nuts? The economy's not growing. Debt is growing, not the economy. It's not being supported by consumers. It's being supported by the central banks around the world printing money and injecting it into the stock market. That's what it's supported by. But that's all good news if you want to make money. Get out of your 401k. Get out of your bonds. Buy stocks for the next few years. Trump's going to grow the stock market because he's sick of fighting it. He's not going to sit there anymore like he did when he was in Canada, telling people the stock market's phony, and when interest rates go up, it's going to kill the stock market. Now he's turned around and said, I'm going to raise rates and I'm going to rig the market to go up. Look, Congress has choices. Remember this, for every 1% GDP growth, 1% growth in our economy, every 1%, we're at 2%. To grow it to 3%, that means $3 trillion have been spent by consumers. $3 trillion. 1%. How do you get that 1% how do you get that 1% going? How do you do that? You got to have good jobs. We don't have them. So instead, they pour the money into the stock market, push the market up. See, Congress has choices. Congress can either put in a pro-growth policy by cutting expenses the same amount as the deficit. In other words, we spend $450 billion more a year than we take in tax revenue. Our debt keeps climbing, so our interest keeps climbing. Our interest right now is $270 billion. Now it's going to go to $350 billion. That's our interest. And how do we pay the interest? We have a credit card from the Bank of China. That's how we pay it. This is our economy. Are you kidding? It's a Ponzi scheme, for God's sakes. Now, Congress, they could go and cut expenses. So when we go from $270 billion in interest payments this year to $350 billion in payments this year, why don't they cut $180 billion, that new debt? Why don't they cut that interest rate, the $180 billion plus? Why don't they cut expenses? But they won't. Congress won't cut expenses. They'll never cut expenses. And when you got the big debt, we can't grow. I don't care what you consume. The economy's not going to grow. Now, Congress, through lower regulations, lower taxes, can give corporations incentive to increase business investment, but they're not going to do that. Why would they? You know, why are there so many criminals? Because capitalism is too much work. Capitalism is too much work. That's why they're criminals. Too hard. Same way with Wall Street. It's too hard now. They made it so easy to make money by printing all this money, given to them at low rates. They don't have to work to make money anymore. It used to be that you prospered when you had profits. Now they set the system up. You prosper more without going through profits. It's a lot less work. Just print money, give it to you, and buy your own company stock. Now, Congress, okay, they can continue to again, if they wanted this policy, every deficit, okay, they can just keep putting it on the credit card. instead of every deficit, cut expenses. So that if we increase our deficit by our payments by $180 billion, they can cut expenses. So we don't have that $180 billion. But they don't want to do that. They want debt. They want a lot of debt. Our owners want a lot of debt. So our owners tell Congress to put it on the credit card. The more debt we have, that's the excuse to keep interest rates low, and that's where they make money, the 1%. As long as interest rates remain low, and the excuse is the economy's not doing good, then they make more and more money in the stock market. That's why you got to be in the stock market. Give you an example. I told you the other day, start with UBS. I said, these banks are going to go higher and higher. And I said, follow me every day with UBS. We just started yesterday with it. Now, UBS, since it's turned green, it's up about 3%. Now, if you want to join the gang tonight, why don't you follow me with UBS? Just like, for example, we had Intel. Intel's up 12%. Goldman Sachs up 8%. Our three oil stocks, XES, XLE, OIH, they're up between 25 and 18%. We just started with two airlines, LUV and LAK. They're both doing nicely. So here's what you should do. As they keep on pushing the banks, they got to keep pushing these banks higher and higher and higher. And how are they doing that? They're forcing everybody to sell their treasuries, their bonds. And when they keep selling those treasury, the yields keep going up. And when yields keep going up on treasury, bank stocks go up. And I've been saying this for how long now? So you're not too late. You still can do very well with the bank stocks. Now, and I told you yesterday, I'll start with UBS. Yesterday was the first day. Join the gang. Go to call 877-600-GANG. Join. And then follow me every night. I'll do the video on UBS. How can you go wrong? You know exactly what I'm doing with UBS. I'll tell you when I'm going to add to it. I'm going to tell you when I'm going to take money off. I'm going to tell you when to take profits. I'm going to tell you when I'm going to run like hell. Get out. It's that easy. But right now, they are going to drive this market and keep driving it. And the tax cuts aren't going to do it. They're not going to do a thing to grow this economy. They don't want to grow the economy. That's the last thing they want is the economy to grow. They want to make sure we keep interest rates low. Look, join my gang, 877-600-GANG. Start with me tonight with UBS. We'll be right back.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG. Even the experienced traders and investors need to keep learning to stay ahead. philsgang.com provides educational information about Phil's Gang products and services in many different ways. Daily live webinars hosted by Phil Grandy and technical charting experts help you understand and keep up with today's lively markets. Short videos, investing programs, and up-to-the-minute market alerts help you get up to speed with the market using Phil's Gang MaxVest 1000 stock charting software. We teach you an investing foundation that you seek to take the first steps towards achieving your personal financial goals. Visit philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Again, that's philsgang.com. philsgang.com. Or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264.
So, what is love? Love is being independent.
Love is dancing.
At Shriners Hospital for Children, love is a new smile.
At Shriners Hospitals for Children, love is caring for a child regardless of the family's ability to pay. Learn how you can send your love to the rescue at lovetotherescue.org.
Information. Everybody wants information. Your world is a non-stop stream of information. But as investors, we have to filter the mass information, recognize pattern trends, and take advantage. At philsgang.com, we simplify and give you the exact information and support you need to make you smarter and a more profitable investor. For as low as $39.95 a month, you'll have complete access to all the Phil's Gang daily information, including the ever so popular daily information sharing live market webinar class. success. Follow Phil's exclusive stock recommendations. Gain the wisdom and knowledge of Phil's 40 years of investing analysis. If your time is tight and you're looking to make profits in the stock market, choose philsgang.com to provide long-term and short-term guidance to making profits in the stock market. This is information you can't live without. Call today, 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Or go to philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. And sign up today.
Time is the one thing that we want more of. Without the donors, I wouldn't have my Audrey. They take care of our housing. They take care of our food. In addition to the best medical treatment that my daughter could ever have. So it allows me to focus on my daughter and getting her better.
St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Finding cures, saving children. Learn more at stjude.org.
Even the experienced traders and investors need to keep learning to stay ahead. philsgang.com provides educational information about Phil's Gang products and services in many different ways. Daily live webinars hosted by Phil Grandy and technical charting experts help you understand and keep up with today's lively markets. Short videos, investing programs, and up-to-the-minute market alerts help you get up to speed with the market using Phil's Gang MaxVest 1000 stock charting software. We teach you an investing foundation that you seek to take the first steps towards achieving your personal financial goals. Visit philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Again, that's philsgang.com. philsgang.com. Or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Welcome back to the Phil's Gang Radio Show. Want to know more about Phil's Gang? Go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-4264. Now, here's Phil.
The fact is, there is no evidence that tax cuts pay for themselves. Mr. Mulvaney, you can argue whether or not tax cuts spur economic growth. I think that's a perfectly legitimate argument. There is no evidence that they pay for themselves.
Growth works. What we're doing in the administration to spur growth in terms of regulatory reform work. And what we're working on right now is to make sure that those tax cuts add to that.
They're not going to add to it. In regulatory, look, when you cut regulations and you cut interest rates, of course, that's going to help. When you cut those regulations and you leave CEOs alone, remember, if government's there to make sure, to create an environment for entrepreneurs, to make sure that small businesses are created, because that's where all your jobs come from. They don't come from GE. They don't come from Amazon. They come from the guy who creates a business. He's got 25 employees. That's where the growth comes from. And how do you get that growth? You got to make sure that the government's out of the way. The government's not keep borrowing money. The reason why small businesses aren't growing and why we have a historic number of small businesses that are closing their doors because they can't compete. They're being shoved aside because there's so much debt in this country. We have so much debt, our government. They're out there borrowing money and shoving and crowding out the small businessman. So he can't go in there and borrow money. He can't borrow money because the government's borrowing too much money because they're so far in debt. That's not good. So this idea that they're trying to convince us that this economy is going to grow because they've gotten rid of regulations, they're going to do all these fine tax cuts for the big corporations, that's just a bunch of malarkey. If you want to make money, okay, at the end of the day, when you put your head on the pillow, you can BS anybody all day long, but when you put your head on the pillow and you're all by yourself, you go through the day. At the end of the day, the fear is, I'm not going to have enough money to retire. Or when I hit retirement age, I'm going to have to work longer. Nobody's going to help you. No tax cut is going to fix that. No tax cut is going to fix. Do you think Cohen is going to fix that? You think Gary Cohen, who said that he's going to make sure that you get $1,000 to do over your whole kitchen? What an idiot. He's just full of words. He's a liar. All he's going to do is make sure that tax cuts for Wall Street are in place. So where do we make money? You make the money in the stock market because all they know is one thing. Wall Street knows one thing, that the public has no clue what a deficit is. The public doesn't know the difference between a deficit and national debt. Ask anyway, what's the deficit? What's the national debt? They don't know. They have no clue that we pay interest of $270 billion a year on our debt. No principal. And when we pay the $270 billion, we use our credit card for the China bank. We borrow it. You can't grow an economy when you're doing that. They've been saying for 9 years, we're going to grow the economy. 9 years, we've been at 2%. Trump's not going to grow the economy either. Not that he's a bad guy. He's not keeping his promise. You can't grow when there's debt. It's like your own home. When you have debt pounding on you, can you grow? No. There's nothing worse than debt. It's like being in prison. The only difference is the government has a printing machine. But that makes it even worse. That means they go into debt even further. But who benefits? The stock market. The worse the economy gets, the more debt we have, the more they have to show the economy, the more they have to show that the stock market's doing good. So they can convince 90.9999% of the people, hey, look at the stock market, another all-time new high. Why do you think every day they say, oh, the Nasdaq's a new high, the S&P's a new high, the Dow's a new high, every day, new high, new high, new high. And for 460 days, we haven't even had, over a year, we haven't had a 5% pullback. You don't think that's by design? The debt at $20 trillion is just a killer. A little tax cut's not going to change that. Do you really think saying to a company, I'm going to take and drop you from a tax rate of 35% to 20%, that is really going to make one hell of a difference to America? To you, the middle-class worker who gets up in the morning to go fix a air conditioner, go to do some plumbing or sheetrock? Do you think it's going to help you? Do you think they wake up at night and this guy Cohen from Goldman Sachs, who now Trump should be firing this guy? He will. He'll finally fire this phony. Do you think it's going to really help you? Do you think anybody in that White House wakes up in the morning and says, how can we help America? Trump does. But when you start going down the line, all the people he's hired, they don't care. They want to know when they leave the White House, what book they're going to write, how much they're going to get for their book. We're on our own, brother. We're on our own. But if you go and understand the stock market and understand what the market is, it's all it is engineered. It's rigged. It's engineered to go up. All you have to do, I said to you the other day, it's now been 6 weeks, 8 weeks since I said, why don't you buy, the first time I said, why don't you buy XES, XLE, and OIH? And every day I've been doing a video on those for what now? But more than 2 months, I think. Every day. The viewers should keep their eye on oil. If it breaks below 50, it could kind of change the mix we're seeing. We were even, this is our cash, and telling people you better start watching for oil now. A week ago, I said to my gang, when we were up 18% on these things, on these three, 25, 8, and 18. So let's cut it in half and say we're up 10% on them. I said to my gang, the chart's starting to tell me that money, the institutions are pulling money out. So let's start taking profits. So my gang members didn't have to worry. There was a video every night. And as it was going up 18%, as the other one was going up 25%, whether you got 5% of it, 6%, doesn't matter. As long as you got a profit, it was going to tell you, I'm telling you every night, when to start taking profits. Now we're doing it with the banks. We caught Goldman Sachs. Look at Goldman Sachs going straight up. I gave you 3 banks about 3 weeks ago. I gave you 3 banks. I said, make sure you're in Bank of America, Goldman Sachs, Citi, because those three are going to do the best with an interest rate hike. And there they are. They're still going up today. So look, join the gang tonight. Here's the number, 877-600-GANG. Why don't you follow me with UBS? This is a bank I started yesterday. I said I'll start doing a video every night on UBS, and you can start following me. It's up 3% right now. From the day it turned green, it's up 3%. You got plenty of room to grow the stock. Joined, and every night you just come in, or during the day you look at my video. It takes about a minute, not even a minute. You just do exactly what I'm doing. Just do exactly what I'm telling you to do. And that's it. You don't have to worry. And when the institutions are pulling money out, it will turn red. Look at the two airlines. Love, LUV, and Alaska Air, ALK. Look at ALK. ALK is going to be a huge winner. We just started at ALK. Today it went from $77.08 to $80. Follow me on ALK tonight. I'm doing a video on ALK, LUV, and I'm doing a video on UBS. So every night, follow me on those three. You'll make money. It's not hard. So again, the bottom line is they can do whatever they want with these tax cuts. It's not going to benefit you. It's not going to benefit me. It's only going to benefit the boys on Wall Street. But what will benefit us is the stock market, because they're going to make sure they push this market up. Listen to this.
And Mr. Sloan, you say you've been making changes at Wells Fargo for 30 years, but you enabled this fake account scam, you got rich off it, and then you tried to cover it up. At best, you were incompetent. At worst, you were complicit. And either way, you should be fired.
He'll never be fired. And when he does get fired, this is the guy from Wells Fargo, that's Pocahontas. When he does get fired, he's going to walk out with a golden parachute. Okay? The Attorney General will make sure he never puts him in jail. Never puts him in jail. Look, it's like their own, no wrongdoing, it's their own club. Look, they're going to drive this market. Follow me right now on UBS on this first video tonight. 877-600-GANG. Follow me tonight on UBS.
You have been listening to Phil's Gang with your host, Phil Grandy, on the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. Off the Wall Street Radio Network. Remember to visit Phil's website at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or call the office, 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.